Hey everybody, I don't know if anybody gets inspired by cooking shows, but I seem to have, so here I am today. I'm preparing a chili for my week of deer hunting. I leave on November the 10th. It is November the 3rd today, so I'm making up the chili. I like to make it up ahead of time and put it in the crock pot, and I will simmer it in the crock pot for probably 10 hours and on low, and then I'll let it cool for a day, and then I will put it into a container and I will freeze it. And when I take it up to camp, it'll be good and froze, and so whatever day we decide to crack it open and heat it up and eat it, it'll be all the flavors kind of mixed together. I find much better than if I was to just make it now and eat it tomorrow, for instance. I find that letting it sit, letting it freeze, and then thawing it and reheating it, you really get all the flavors mixed in together really nicely. Nice blend of that. And the venison, this is ground venison that I use for the meat. I like to cook with what we harvest from the camp, and so I always make my chili with the ground venison. And so what we got here is I just use this. This is the recipe that I use. It's a pretty straightforward recipe. It calls for green pepper, sweet onion, chili powder, kidney beans, red kidney beans, tomatoes. So I use the canned tomatoes that we can up in the fall, and some OXO beef cubes. And that's pretty much it. And I'll add a bit more of the chili powder depending on the taste. So I usually put in what the recipe calls for, but then I usually I'll add some more towards the end of the cooking phase, because I find that it usually doesn't have enough bite to it. There have been years that I have put too much chili powder, and the guys at camp they notice that the next morning. But anyway, so I'll just flavor to taste, I guess. That's it. So or spice to taste, however you want to put that. So I'm just gonna prepare this and get this going. So that's pretty much part of my day here today. It's pouring rain outside today, so I don't know if you can see that, but it's a wet, rainy, drizzly day. This has been our weather for the past week. We've had a mix of snow and rain every day. It has rained every day. We've had some sort of precipitation every day for the last 8 days. So there you go. So that's our weather right now. I'm hoping that by the time we go to the camp next weekend, the weather has dried up a bit and hopefully even cooled off, because the temperature is pretty warm out there. It makes having a wood fire going, it makes it very difficult this time of the year, because it gets very hot very quickly in here. This is not a big house, this is a small house, and so therefore it gets hot fast. And so, and without the cold outside, you don't get the draw from the chimney, from the flue, and so that creates a lot of smoke that just kind of sits in the pipe, and then it smoke back into the house sometimes, depending on the wind and all that good stuff. So anyways, it's not the fact that I don't have enough height in my chimney, because I have lots of that. The chimney sits 3.5, 4 feet above the peak, so, and there's nothing any higher up than that. So this is just this time of the year. It's just not ideal for a wood fire, but you need some sort of heat, and that's our only heat source. So we make do. So anyway, I'll continue here with this. I'll get this all mixed up, and then I will shoot a video later on when it's in the slow cooker and show you what it looks like from that point, and then I'll take some more video footage of when I go to put it in the container to freeze it. And then when we get to camp next week, we will, whatever night we decide to have the chili for dinner, I'll make sure I'll shoot a quick video of it and get that out there. So take care. Well, here we are. I'm just about ready to put the chili on the slow cooker. It's in the pot. I've got all the ingredients. So put it on for 10 hours and taste it periodically through that time. And we'll see what happens. I'd have to say that it looks good and it smells good so far.